Hey everybody, welcome to Ocala Garage. My name is Thomas and I have not been out in the garage very much lately. This is part 30 of the Daytona Coupe Build. I think when my last video I was installing the radiator and I was like, running these hoses is going to be a little bit more challenging than I had hoped. So that was the last time I think I filmed. So I'm just gonna, today's not gonna be a how-to anything necessarily, it's just gonna be how I did. Everybody's setup is a little bit different, I mean probably, and there's many ways to do things. So I'm just going to show you what I did, where I routed the hoses, and then a couple other things that I've done since then, and we'll go from there. So thanks for tuning in guys, and here we go. Alright, so I think I was struggling, first of all, with what to do down here, because this is at a very sharp angle. And there's framework just on the other side of this, so anything that goes straight out this way just isn't going to fit well. But they did, Factory 5 included this hose here. Included this hose, and I'll show you on the other side. And I was able to use that for this lower connection. So they included this hose, and I have it coming out. It drops below the frame and then comes up, and I added some of this hose here that connects into my water pump. So I've got connection there, connection, two connections there, and a connection over here. So, there's lots of points. I would rather that it was just one hose that fit, but there's lots of points where we can have water leaking. So that's kind of a bummer, but that's where we are with the lower part. And then this upper part has even more connections to it. I think I bought this, just a 90-degree elbow. I've seen people run the hose like this way. I didn't like it being so close to the belt, so I decided to run it over here and around. And then I put this up here. This is the high point of the whole system. So I figured the filler being the high point would help try to minimize any air pockets and stuff. So that comes in, and then this hose comes all around down into there. And then for the short term, I've gone ahead and capped off the output for my water pump, and then the inlet on the engine was already capped. So I can just run this engine the way it is now, but at some point I'm going to have to run hoses out and in to come through the heater core that I've mounted. This is Factory 5 supplied, and their instructions are fairly good with it. It took a lot of, just kind of micro adjustments just with everything else because the clearances are so tight. The biggest challenge is this down here, is to get these with enough clearance so we can run hoses and then get these clamped down when the time comes. So that just took some finagling and whatever. And then of course I'm gonna have to drill holes into the side here and this so the hoses can be run in and out through that. Although I might end up, I'm not sure how I'm gonna run the hoses. Also, where is it? Oh yeah. This dude has to get mounted on top of the plate that goes here. Well, it doesn't have to, but this is kind of where they recommend it. This gets mounted on top. But I wasn't ready to really mount this and get this mounted, so I'm just kind of bypassing the whole heater core stuff for the short term because I just want to get the engine started. And just get to that point and have a milestone, have a quick win. So that's kind of where I'm at with the radiator and the heater core. I mounted the headers on both sides, so now they're both mounted. Of all the things I've done on this car, mounting these was probably one of the most frustrating just because there's not a ton of clearance. You do, at least for this blueprint engine, I removed this little plug wire cover, and that gave me more access to get into the bolts to secure down the headers. But that was kind of frustrating. It just, you know, dropping bolts left and right. I've gone ahead and bled the clutch. I still need to finish bleeding the front and rear brakes. So that's good. And I think I've decided on relocating the fuse panel. I was going to put it, Factory 5 kind of suggests it's down here, but I've got the hydraulic clutch, so it kind of got in the way, and it was like underneath, so if any hydraulic fluid ever leaked, it would get right onto the fuse panel. Cobra Daytona Build, his channel, he mounted his up against here. I was going to do that for a little bit, and then I think I saw somebody, or maybe I just decided that it can probably go here, where it'll kind of be up underneath the dash. So I think I'm going to mount it this way underneath the dash. That's my working location for now. And then I've gone ahead and flattened this, and then this was a 90-degree bend, and I angled it back so that it would sit flat. And then I'll mount it here, and then 2 points down here, like rivet that in. This will kind of wobble a little bit, so I might have to do some kind of support across, but we'll see how that goes. So that's kind of the working location for the fuse panel right now. That might change, but who knows. I think that's about it. Oh, I did, you know, drilled out all the holes for these back panels. That they're kind of the next things to get permanently mounted according to the book. I'm not going to permanently mount this bigger panel because I want to be able to get to the fuel line in case I have any leaks. So I'm going to leave, actually I'm going to not mount either of these until after I've leak tested everything and run the engine. And then we'll start, you know, drilling holes for these panels as well and get those ready to be permanently mounted. And then I've got to patch that hole. Lots of little details. Oh, also, I bought a cheap rivet gun and it made it halfway through the build and I broke it, so I bought another cheap rivet gun. So that's kind of where I'm at. I think hopefully maybe next video I'll have this vehicle wired enough, and we'll try and do a first start. Maybe that'll be the next video. So we'll see. Anyway, that's the update, gang. Please hit me up with any questions, comments, suggestions, critiques, whatever down below. And thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you guys next time.